utilising people's ability to work from home. We do have a couple of staff members who are taking a day or two to work from home moving forwards, and then we're going to see how that works, and hopefully we'll be able to be flexible enough to allow them to adapt to work from home. At the moment, we're not considering reducing our office space. We like our presence on Athol Street. It allows us to have a presence in town, and that people are able to walk through the door should they need us. However, it does allow us to provide better flexibility to our employees. So as long as they do have connectivity from home, there's nothing to stop them undertaking a full day's work. We have a fantastic team. We trust that they will continue to perform at home just as well as they do in the office.
Do you think flexibility is an important part of being, well, sorry, let me start that again.
No, don't worry.
Do you think flexibility is an important part of the working life?
I think it's becoming a much more important part of the working life. The Isle of Man, we have a lot of unique selling points, but to attract people to come and work on the island, we need to be able to show a better lifestyle, a better flexibility. And if flexibility in the workplace is something that we can offer, then we're going to attract more qualified, we're going to attract more people to the island to benefit our economy. So if these are practices that we can utilise, then we're going to attract a much I don't know whether I can say that. We're going to attract a larger number of people to the island, which is only going to benefit us over here.
I think we've covered everything, though. I was going to ask you, did any of your employees, including yourself, have to face any challenges during the lockdown period and working from home? Understandably, it's not everyone's cup of tea, and it's a lot of, mental kind of pressure working on your own, or if you lived alone, what was the kind of mood in this area?
Personally, I found that my office was very supportive. They were in contact quite a lot. They certainly were with me. I understand that they were with quite a number of my colleagues as well. We were able to open the office. We did have a number of people in, so that if they did find that they were struggling at home, that they could actually come into the office during the day if that suited them better. So we did have a couple of people work throughout. And then as we have started to open up, people have come back at various different times as and when they've needed to, and the flexibility that they have offered has allowed us to utilise things like childcare much better. I mean, myself, my son has just started with a childminder, and thankfully I was able to send him half days to start with, which for me personally, that allowed me to undertake both my personal and my professional responsibilities to the best of my ability.
I mean, as you said, for any parents out there, working from home does have its challenges, balancing the work life and the homeschooling and the parenting at the same time.
Yes, I certainly haven't envied anybody who's got young children and had to work from home. That must have been incredibly difficult during this time. But from what I understand, people have been exemplary. Everybody has come together across the island to keep things moving, and it's amazing to see what people have been able to do with all the difficulties they faced.
Cool. I think we've covered everything, to be honest. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
There's not much more. I think we've covered most. I mean, we're very thankful to the Isle of Man government for the work that they've put into being able to allow us to open up again and to have people in the office, particularly when dealing with our UK officers. It's a completely different scene across. And then some of our UK officers, they don't expect to be back until September. So we're very grateful that they've managed to control this and have us all open up and back to normal, or the new normal, as everybody's calling it, as quickly as possible. But we're very thankful for that.
Oh, one last quick question. Do you have any similar precautions in place should there be a second wave? Touch wood, that obviously we're hoping that it doesn't happen, but if this is the case, do you have backups in place again?
We have obviously tested that all our staff can work from home. There is the ability to move back to that. We've gone along the lines of putting up screens in the office between employees. We have the hand sanitising stations, and we have the rules and regulations in place. We followed the government practices. They are there if we need them, and we would be happy moving back to working from home for a short period again. If that's what it takes to keep the Isle of Man safe, then that's what we will do. We just need to make sure that it's best mentally for our staff. But I think we've proved over the last 3 months that we can come through this in a positive manner, and that we can look after our staff during this time, which is, for us, is the most important, is making sure that our staff are looked after and they are happy, and that we can continue to support them from home as much as we can do in the office. So fingers crossed we don't hit a second wave, and we can all stay in the office.